All right, movie fanatics, welcome back to another episode of the Take Two podcast. I'm your host Terrence, and over there we got Jason.
What's going on, bro? How you doing today?
You already know it, man. I'm ready to get after this one. I'm excited about today, man.
Yeah, I
Yes,
bet. I
sir.
bet
Yes,
you are.
sir.
This feels like a movie that's right up your alley.
Ah, come on now, let's not act like that. You enjoyed the flick too.
We'll talk about it. We're
All
gonna
right,
talk
today
about it.
we're gonna do a deep dive into the movie The Furious. It's a Hong Kong film, a film out of Hong Kong, and a
Yeah.
martial arts flick. So I love martial arts flicks. So you're right. Let's go. You know what, man? Do you watch a lot of martial arts flicks?
No, I don't. I watch.
Okay.
I've watched a few here and there.
Hmm.
I have no problem with them, but I guess I do kind of have a little problem with them. I'm
Yeah.
just not a big fan of like putting story to the side in place of action, like making action like the main reason
Got
why
it.
you watch a film. Um, yeah,
Unless the
so
action is necessary part of the storyline.
sure, exactly.
Yeah.
Like my favorite movie of all time is The Matrix. Like, there's a lot of action in
Yeah.
that movie for sure,
Yeah.
but the story is what drives that movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm always a little skeptical about kung fu movies and action flicks in general, for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
What'd you
Cool.
think
Cool.
about this, man? You go first this time. I gotta hear your
Um.
thoughts.
So again, I'm a big time martial arts film guy. Um. I wasn't overly impressed with the flick. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was entertaining. It was without a doubt worth the watch, but I wasn't overly impressed because there's a couple movies that I wanted to compare it to, and it just didn't hold a flame to those movies. Even though some of the cast
Mm,
members were in the other movie that I liked,
mm.
um, I liked the storyline because I mean, there's a lot of movies coming out about human trafficking,
Yeah,
and I
for sure.
like that we're bringing that to the forefront, giving people education on um, tactics that human traffickers are using so we can be aware.
Yeah,
Um, but I also like what they did with the guy. I don't know what the proper term is, the non speaking, the lead, where he was non
yeah,
speaking. I like
yeah. He
that they
was mute.
made him, yeah. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting,
It was an interesting choice for sure.
yeah. But he did his thing, you know what I mean? But oh, I mean, again, it was I don't know if it was filmed in Hong Kong, but it was a Hong Kong filmmaking team, and
Yeah.
it's an overseas Asian martial arts film. Choreography was pretty good, not the greatest I've seen, um, but so I can tell you the most recent martial arts film that I really enjoyed was The Raid and The Raid 2. Like the choreography in those two movies were freaking phenomenal, and I'm
I
comparing this.
haven't seen any of those movies, but I
Uh
have
huh.
heard a lot of comparisons to this movie and The Raid. I've heard a lot of
Right.
comparisons.
Because there was a character who one of the bad guys in this one was the bad guy in the raid too, and this
Oh,
dude,
okay,
I mean, yeah, he was, his martial arts skills and his choreography is legit, man. So
gotcha.
I
Is that
mean,
the guy with the bow and arrow in this movie?
yes, yes,
Okay,
one hundred
okay,
percent, yeah. So I mean, I
yeah,
would recommend you go check out the raid and raid two.
okay,
The storylines in the raid and raid two were pretty good.
okay,
This one, I think it felt a little flat, man. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. Especially when I'm
okay.
trying to compare it to, the Raid series
Gotcha,
or Ip Man, which, are also Hong Kong movies. But
gotcha.
over to you, man.
Man, we're gonna disagree on this one, man. Because
Okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and
Oh my God, really?
I don't really watch, kung fu movies or even a lot of action flicks. I'm just, I'm a story person, and if the story's not hidden, yeah, I'm not a huge fan. But these action sequences, man, these fighting sequences were incredible. In particular, the very last one, the one that took place in the police station, but
Yo,
all of them were
I
great.
yeah,
But that one in the police station,
I will tell you, I've never seen one done like that. 100%. Like, I mean, where the bald, the heavier set guy comes in and he's fighting all four of them. I'm just like, oh my God,
yeah,
what's going on here? I'm confused.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that was a good
I
fight scene.
yeah, I jumped way ahead. Obviously, went all the way to
It's
the
all
end of the
good.
movie there, but just the storyline wasn't great, right? It was
Mhm.
interesting, right? And I think any father can relate to this movie in the sense of like, yeah, how far are you willing to go for your kids?
Hmm.
Obviously, everybody, that's the dream. I mean, it's a nightmare, but the
Yeah,
dream is that if something were to ever happen, that I would be
that's how you would
able to do
respond.
that. Right.
Yep.
So everyone can relate to it. And I thought it was really interesting. The other guy, his name was Navin or Naveen.
Hmm.
He was
So he wasn't a
they
cop. I
teamed
think
up
he was an
because
investigative reporter.
yeah, well, his wife was, and she went missing, right? And so
Right.
now
Okay.
he's trying to find her. And so them teaming up together, I thought was pretty, like I said, so the storyline is very simple, right?
Hmm.
But man,
Because storyline
these
has to be simple when you're focusing on the martial arts.
right, that's really hard for me, man, to understand, to sit and watch this movie and to say, don't care so much about the story, just sit and enjoy the action. That's
Hmm.
hard for me, man. And this movie, hey, it did a
Didn't
great
disappoint.
job of making me do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it did not disappoint at all, for sure. Yeah, I definitely want to talk a little bit about that last fight sequence, man. I have never seen takes that long, and whoever choreographed all this fighting, like
Yeah.
it was long one shots of
Hmm.
the craziness happening, man. I can't even describe the craziness that I saw. Stuff with the
Yeah.
ladder. No, it was
the,
so
the
great. It was
sledgehammer.
so great. The
Yeah.
sledgehammer, man. I know a movie I kept thinking about. I wonder if you've seen this one. Um, Old Boy. Have you seen Old Boy?
Old boy. Doesn't sound
Yeah.
familiar.
Okay. It's also
Martial
uh,
arts.
a martial arts film in I think it was like 2013. Um, but the reason I thought about that is because of his hammer. He kept using something that was either a hammer or resembled a hammer. He had the sledgehammer.
Okay.
He had the hammer when he was in like the MMA ring. Right.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Old Boy, which I would highly recommend that you watch. It's
Will do.
it's it's absolutely it's incredible. To me it has both. It has the action and it has the story. It's
Yeah.
great.
So in I'm not trying to shortchange the movie when it comes to the choreography and the fight scenes. They were very very creative, and I thought they came through really well. And I think I came in anticipating the same level that I got from
Hmm.
the Raid and the Raid 2, because I saw that some of the cast members were very similar. And
Okay.
and I think I was just disappointed because I didn't see that same level. Not to say that they weren't impressive choreographed, the scenes weren't impressively choreographed.
Uh-huh.
Um, because especially for somebody who can't do nowhere near what these guys were doing. I mean,
So
they're
everybody, all of
yeah,
us.
they are incredible martial artists, man, 100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I just wanted to be immersed in seeing something that was that. I so again, I'm not trying to diminish the how great this movie was. I'm just
Hmm.
trying. I shouldn't compare it to another movie. That's probably where I'm going wrong.
Yeah,
But
it happens. This is what we do. We
yeah,
compare movies
yeah,
to each other all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you talking about the opening sequence where they started fighting. I can't remember if it was one long shot or not, but when the daughter first got abducted and he
Yes.
starts
On that
chasing
truck.
after, yeah,
That was fun.
barefooted,
That was
yeah,
fun.
dog,
That was a fun
and
scene, man.
oh my
Yeah,
god, man,
honestly, it had so many like every. I don't think there was a single fight scene that fell flat to me. Like when he
right,
was running after her, and that first initial scene was incredible. And then when he was in the club, or like the fight club, basically, that was such a
right.
fun scene. And then when him and the guy that teamed up eventually, when they were first fighting against each other, that was
Hmm.
super cool, man. Like it did not
Yeah,
disappoint on that front, in my opinion.
and you didn't know who had a leg up. You were like, all right,
Yeah,
who's going to come out ahead on this one? And
yeah,
kind of what I liked about that fight was that they were evenly matched. The one
yeah.
didn't have the upper hand.
Yeah.
So it came out pretty well. I like that scene too.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that. I was a big fan of that, and a huge fan of, like I said, that final battle. But I will say, one thing that caught me for a loop was I thought that this movie was going to end. Obviously spoilers. I thought this movie was going to end when they found the kids, and
Yeah.
like that was it was a pretty good battle there as well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Them fighting a whole bunch of people. I will say when the final boss when he was biting fingers, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yo, that you can tell he was a psychopath, sociopath, whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah, dude.
and and it's always, oh, I'm just trying to impress my dad,
Yeah,
my dad, and so I don't live up to my dad, so now I gotta flip out, it's
yeah. He had some questionable motives for sure. Like I
yeah,
don't really know what was his motive, especially after, you know, again spoilers after he killed his wife and unborn child.
yeah, and then blamed
Like
it on the other
for
guys.
real. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
like,
come
dude,
on now.
you did that.
This is
Yeah,
your fault. This was
yeah,
absolutely your fault. But you know what? I will tell you, you know, as much praise as I'm giving this movie, and I'm really kind of I'm giving it a lot of praise because I don't typically watch movies like this.
yeah,
So I'm not a huge fan. So I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect to like it. Um, I will say one thing that was bothering the heck out of me, dude. Like it was making me mad. Was the ADR, the audio dubbing over their voice?
oh yeah,
That was
man,
weird, man. Because
yeah,
typically, like you would see that over when they're speaking a different language, but they were speaking English and they were just
yeah,
dubbing their voice over English, and it looked bad. That looked really bad,
yeah.
actually.
And so I had a hard time with sometimes I'm like, especially when it comes to martial arts films that are foreign films, and then you got to read subtitles. So you're kind
hmm
of trying to read and watch the movie at the
Yeah,
same time, which is
yeah.
hard.
I hate
And
that.
yeah, I don't care how fast of a reader you are. You can't read all the lines and then look up and see the scene that's going on.
Right. That's one thing I say all the time. Is like I don't mind reading subtitles. I'm okay. I've actually gotten kind of used to it, but I
Right.
far prefer to not because my eyes are going to be focused down there,
Yep.
and I feel like I'm going
Yep.
to miss something up top. I'm going to miss something.
You always miss something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah, the dubbing, I've gotten used to the dubbing English because I've watched a lot of the foreign martial arts films.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
it didn't bother me too much because I was really just looking at the film, the cinematography, the visuals, the choreography.
And it
I
was
really don't
beautiful.
pay a lot of attention to the dialogue.
Oh man, that's so crazy. I am a dialogue person.
So
I
I
need a
I
good
am
dialogue.
too, but when I go into a foreign martial arts film, I know my focus isn't the dialogue.
Yeah, I got you.
So I'll look at the camera play, the angles when it comes to the specific choreography, and
Man,
I will tell you they did a great job in this flick with that.
it's
Because
incredible. It was
yeah,
absolutely fantastic for sure.
yep. I will tell you, one thing with with these revenge movies, I didn't get that satisfactory win at the end. You know how the protagonist comes out
Yeah,
victorious. You don't get that here.
you know, I do think it was quite interesting, right? I didn't expect, you know, I felt like I was about to get it, right? Like when they
Yep.
fell off top of the building and
Yep.
they're fighting with bikes, which is insane, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought that
They got
was
creative.
they got very creative. They were using
Yeah.
bikes as swords. It's insane. Um,
Yep.
but I thought that I thought we were going to get that satisfying, you know, moment, and I honestly it didn't bother me too much how they went, you know, how they changed it and how they
Yeah.
let you know how they allowed this man to die. I thought it was a very creative, different way of doing it. You know, so
Yeah.
that's one thing this movie is not lacking on is creativity. It's a very
Yeah.
creative movie for sure.
Yep. They threw us for a loop at the end. Yeah, especially with the final boss. Like I didn't expect him to come in
Yeah,
and be that great of a martial artist either.
yeah, man,
He
he was kicking. His kicks were great.
Yep.
His kicks were
Man, oh
insane.
man, oh man. And
Yeah,
the protagonist, he had his handful.
yeah. You definitely.
The non-speaking guy, I felt probably would have
Uh
kicked his butt the way because you know how they
huh.
kind of switched up when they were fighting, and
Yeah,
he kind of had the leg up, but the other guy was just struggling, couldn't
yeah.
get that upper hand at all.
Yeah, it
So
was good though. I will say you
yeah,
definitely have to, you know, suspend your belief of a lot while you're watching
oh
this movie, man.
oh
Because
yeah, yeah,
there's some. I mean, you got people getting hit in the head with sledgehammers and
yep, and
not
shaking it
dying.
off.
Yeah, right. You know, and
Yep,
then there was one part during that scene when they're fighting like with ice and like he hits the ice and there's a person inside the ice, and his head splits off with the ice. Like I was
Yeah,
just like, this is insane. It's
yeah.
pure insanity. But it was fun. It was good.
I
I
mean, you
actually
get
really shockingly enjoyed it for sure.
a lot of movies you got to suspend your sense of reality.
For sure.
But I loved what they were trying to accomplish in this movie. For real. And I can't
Yeah.
emphasize it enough. Just the camera play during the fight scenes, bro.
Man, it's
Bro,
insane. It's really great. The
100%, man.
choreography of not just them, the actors and the stuntmen, but also the
The
choreography
way
of the
that
camera as
yep, where
well
the cameras
is
were and how they
beautiful.
moved. Whew, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful,
So,
beautifully done.
um,
So,
I so let's go ahead and throw out a final rating on this flick, man. What are your thoughts?
you know, final thoughts is I really enjoyed this. I went in with very low expectations, and I think it far exceeded it. It's not a great movie. It's a movie I would recommend for a fun night to just turn your brain off. Not something that would challenge you in any way, But it's really cool. I give it a six. Is what I'd say.
Okay,
Give it a
yeah.
solid six. Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna go with the same thing. I'm gonna go with a six because I couldn't help going in with high expectations, expecting something like The Raid. Jay, I will tell you, if you enjoy this movie, you need to watch The Raid and then The
I
Raid
watched the
2.
rate.
Yeah,
Okay.
I promise you, you're gonna come back to me and be like, I understand what you're talking about now.
I'll watch the
It's
raid. You watch Old Boy.
I will do that. I will do that
Old
100%.
Boy, and the
So
original Old Boy, which is not from America because they remade it here. Spike Lee did it, and it's
okay,
not great.
got it, got
Not
it.
great.
So
Yeah.
it's an Asian foreign film.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, we'll do.
Really good.
Um,
Really good.
so yeah, Out the Door six. It's a fun watch, especially if you like martial arts films. I will
Yeah,
tell you, go ahead and give it a look.
for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No doubt.
Films coming up here soon. I know you're excited about it. I'm very excited. This coming weekend we got the Odyssey coming out, man.
Bro,
What are your
bro,
expectations, man?
I've been anticipating this movie for months now, man. It's
Yeah.
I'm anticipating an epic historical. I know it's not historically
Right.
accurate, but
I know what you
historical
mean.
film. One of my favorite actors is in it with Matt Damon.
Yep.
He's one of our generational talents.
Hmm.
And then you got some modern actors and actresses in there, so they're merging it all. And bro,
Dude,
just from the trailers, man, I'm like, yo, this movie's gonna be legit.
I don't know the last time I've seen a cast this stacked. You got
Yeah.
Matt Damon, you got Anne
Hmm.
Hathaway, you got
Yep.
Tom Holland, you got
Yep.
Zendaya, you got
Hmm.
Robert Pattinson, you got John Berthnall, you got Lupita Nyong'o, you got Elliot Page. Like you got an
They
insanely stacked cast for sure.
they're expecting this movie to do well, and
Oh
again,
yeah,
based off the trailers, man, it looks like it's going to be epic. Yeah,
yeah. I'm
it almost
excited
takes me
about this.
back to you remember when Gladiator came out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's I'm getting that kind of feel right now, man. I'm looking forward to just the you're gonna get emotional. It's gonna be action. It's gonna be
yeah.
drama. I think it's thrill. It's got it all from what I
Yeah, and
see.
I've been following these guys on their press tour, talking about what they're just talking about the movie, the making of the movie, things like that, man. And Christopher Nolan is very the director here, who's probably
Hmm.
my favorite director, and in my opinion, one of the generational directors in this
Hmm.
time.
Yeah,
He's very notorious for not liking CGI. He doesn't like to do anything CGI. Dude, they
yeah,
were out there, man. They were out in the middle of the ocean. They were out there on ships. They were at these locations. It is a. I heard Matt Damon talking about like going from your trailer to set is usually a
hmm
2 minute walk, and on these things, it's like a 45 minute trek to get to where you're trying to get to just to do
good.
your job. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, he said it's easily the hardest movie he's ever been a part of.
and
I think that
it
stuff
sounds
will
like
translate.
yeah, and it sounds like everybody who's on the cast, they're all about the artistry. So
Yeah.
they were willing to put that work in, and
Hmm.
ensure that this film, the
Yeah.
visual aspect of the film is 100% good to
And one
go.
thing I appreciate about it too is all the cast members are very much giving props to the crew because they're like, "Yo, these crew members could be earning the same amount on a far easier film, and they
Yeah,
are here with us in the trenches doing this, and they're doing way more than us. A lot of the actors are very
yeah,
much like they are making this thing happen. We just come in and act, and
yeah,
we're tired. Imagine what they're feeling, making all of
yep.
this stuff happen. So,
I
yeah, I'm
love that
excited.
because a lot of people they sit there and they sit in the movie theater and they see the actors and they give all the credit to the actors, not knowing
Mm-hmm.
what goes on behind the scenes.
Ah,
The
it's a lot.
crew like did a lot of heavy lifting. I mean, better than most, but
Mm.
behind the scenes, man, it's chaos behind the scenes. It's like chaotic
Oh yeah.
magic, man.
Oh yeah.
It looks like chaos, but it's there's a method to the madness.
For
So
sure.
but
Absolutely. Absolutely.
enjoyable. I'm really looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be a good episode when we talk about the Odyssey, brother.
Yeah, that'll be next week for sure. And one more thing I'm really looking forward to, man. I don't know about you. I'm a huge movie score guy. Like I love the sounds and the music inside of movies. And
Hmm.
and this is Ludwig again. He did Oppenheimer's uh, soundtrack. He won for
Okay.
that. Won best original score, and he won last year for Sinners. He did Sinners as well. Like he's a great composer. And I saw this feature on him talking about when Christopher Nolan approached him about this movie. He didn't. He wanted it to sound authentic to that time, so they like recreated old instruments and like
Mm.
nothing orchestral about it. Like it's. I'm really excited to hear what it sounds like. You know what I mean?
I never
Yeah.
really. I mean, I have listened to the soundtracks and all that stuff, but never really gave it that much thought. So I'm gonna pay
Ah, I
close
love that
attention to
stuff.
it while I'm sitting in the
Yeah,
theater.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely, definitely. When you guys gonna see it? Friday, Saturday?
um, I don't know off the top of my head. I may try and go Thursday evening. That early, super early release. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see this movie. It's been a while since I've been this excited for a movie.
We
Yeah.
got Thursday tickets too. We got Thursday tickets. I'm ready to go.
Let's
I'm
go.
ready to
Let's
go.
go.
I'm ready to go. So, like I
I,
said, Nolan, this is, probably going to be his like biggest film, most epic film, and he just, he won an Oscar for, or won multiple Oscars for Oppenheimer. So, now
mhm.
we gotta talk about our Nolan films, man. We gotta talk about our favorite
Easy.
Nolan films. I got five. It was easy for you. It was not easy
Easy.
for me. It was
So it
difficult
was
for
easy
me.
to. It was not easy to narrow it down to five.
Hmm.
But it was not easy to think of five Christopher Nolan films that I love because I don't think he's done a movie that I haven't liked.
Oh,
To be
okay.
honest
I
with
got
you,
you. I got
yeah, I
you.
would have to really do a deep dive into his filmography. But yeah,
I
all right,
want to. I want to hear. I want to hear all five of yours in order.
I can't do it in order, man. So all right,
Gotta do it order.
number one is going to be Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
Love Dark Knight Rises with Heath Ledger. Dark Knight, I'm sorry, and then because the first one was
Batman
um
Begins.
Batman Begins. Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
Dark Knight, Interstellar.
Okay.
Again, my sci-fi bones were tingling in that movie. Like I was just like, oh my god, what if this stuff is real? So Interstellar. Um, I liked. There's this movie. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called Insomnia.
Mm,
That
that
movie
is.
came out long ago with Robin Williams. Yo,
Hmm.
awesome movie, bro. Phenomenal. So
Okay.
Insomnia, that's four, right? Or is that three?
That's three.
That's three. Um, all right. I'm looking at the list right now. I'm trying to pick two more. Oppenheimer.
Okay.
I really
Understand.
loved Oppenheimer. Again, historically accurate film. I'm a history nut, especially World War II. I like how they brought the design of the bomb into it,
Okay.
and um, so I know I have a feeling that two of these movies that I'm not going to mention are on your list.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go ahead and name them right now. Two that are on your list is Inception and Tenet. I know both of those are on your list.
You don't
So
know me.
I'm going to go with uh man, you're making this hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw one, The Prestige. I'm gonna throw
Love that
that one out
movie.
there because I don't know if
Love
that
that
one's on your
movie.
list. Yeah,
Love that
Prestige.
movie. Okay.
So
I'm not going.
I tried to pick
I'm a.
movies that you weren't gonna pick.
We don't have to do that. I want to know what your list
So I'm
was.
telling you, I loved all of these movies, and I know the ones you're
Yeah.
about to list, like even Memento. I love that
Hmm.
movie, bro. So
Hmm.
I just wanted to ensure we talked about
I feel
10
you.
of his movies. You know what I mean?
The only movie
All right,
on there that I haven't seen of is I've never seen Insomnia, and I really want to
dude,
see that one.
bro,
I
that
really want to
movie
see it.
is crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And it's
Okay.
Robin Williams, dude. Yeah.
He's incredible. He's
Yep.
incredible. Yeah, I got to give that a shot. Okay, I'm gonna give you my list. I'm gonna go 5 to 1.
All
Number
right.
5 is Tenet, which again you mentioned
I knew
that.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be on there. That's an incredible,
Awesome
incredible
movie.
movie.
Yeah, you're a cameraman, bro. How did they pull that stuff off? Because it didn't look like CGI at all.
I
So
highly doubt that it was. He doesn't like CGI, man. Like
right.
he's a huge the movie nerd and like
Yeah.
no, we gotta do this for real. He's good. He loves doing practicals, the practical effects and camera movements to make things work. And yeah, I don't think people give it as much credit as it deserves. It's like right around COVID, and Tenet
So
was
Tenet
my
didn't.
number 5.
I don't think Tenet got a lot of love though,
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't
because
think Tenet gives
John David Washington, right?
yep. It doesn't get what it
Denzel
deserves.
Washington's son. Yeah.
And Robert Pattinson. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
it doesn't
Okay.
give
So,
the love it deserves.
all right. So that's your number five, right? That was
That's my
your.
number 5. Number
All right. Go
4
ahead.
is Memento. Yeah,
Yeah.
love
Okay.
Memento with Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
Man, to write a movie like that where your end is your beginning and your beginning is your end, and it's like gotta make sense, and you still gotta have a climax at the end, but it's actually the
Yeah.
beginning of the movie, dude. I was
Storytelling was epic, dude. Yeah.
I was struck at that movie, man. I lost it. That was incredible.
Yeah.
My number 3 is The Prestige. I think
Ah,
that
dang. Okay.
I love it. I think that
Yeah.
might be the I think that might be the best, if not the best, top 3 like movie twists I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like top
Yeah.
3
I didn't
movie
think he was
twists.
going to mention that one. Okay.
Oh,
Copy
I
that.
love The Prestige.
Yeah.
Oh, love that
Yeah.
movie.
Good.
Number 2, The Dark Knight. Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
a realistic Batman like that made that was great. I love it. I saw that movie. You're gonna laugh at me. I saw that movie 7 times in the theaters alone. Yeah, no, it's insane. Four.
I saw
Okay,
four.
okay, okay. All right. I've seen that
So, because
movie
I mean,
more than any other movie in my life. I've seen that
I
movie that
think,
many times.
I think that movie or Batman Begins saved the comic book genre in films. Like,
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
it was breaking the bank. I don't know if you remember, but I think it saved the comic book genre, like
Okay.
100%. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And my number 1, the best film I think he's ever done is Inception.
I know it. I know.
I love
Yeah,
Inception. Inception's the
Obsession's a
best.
good,
You know, that's a
hell of
movie
a
that just
twist.
messed with your brain. It just messed
And
with
here's
your brain.
and the problem is we still don't know.
It's insane.
We still don't
Such a
know.
good.
Yeah,
I think that top was not gonna
gonna
fall. I
fall.
think
Oh, you
yeah, I
don't think
don't
it was
think it
gonna
was gonna
fall? Okay.
fall. Nah, I don't think it was gonna fall.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously, notably, I left out Interstellar and I left out Oppenheimer. You know, his
Hmm.
big Oscar movie. I love Oppenheimer, but it is a little bit of a bore. You know, you just gotta,
Yeah.
you know,
I didn't think it was boring because I love history.
yeah.
And then I love the photography, this just
The
the
cinematography, yeah,
visuals.
it's
Yeah, the
beautiful.
visuals
It is
were
beautiful
incredible.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And I thought performances were fantastic. I thought Killian
yeah,
Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. were great, and Florence Pugh, all of them, they did great.
yeah, yeah,
It just can't crack my top 5. And Interstellar, look, Interstellar, in my opinion, is one of his most overrated films. It's
What?
a good movie. No, it's a
Yeah.
very good movie, but most people have it like in their number 1, number 2 slot, and I'm like,
Mm.
it's not better than Inception. It's not better than The Dark Knight. It's not better than The Prestige. Like, it's just
You know how many
not for
times
me.
I've seen Interstellar, dog? I've seen that
How
movie
many?
nine
Probably too
times.
much. Oh man,
9 times. Yeah.
it's a
I
good movie.
just he brought a lot of theories into that film, man. Like, man, it was a
Yeah,
good movie.
yeah, man. You know, of all of his movies, man, I do think The Prestige is probably one of his most underrated. I think that movie is that's a perfect film, man. That's an
Yeah.
incredible film. Incredible
Yeah.
cast and just what a twist on that one, dude.
And you know
I love it.
these aren't like, I get it because they weren't blockbuster movies either,
Hmm.
because they weren't your
Outside of
typical.
The
Yeah,
Dark Knight, yeah.
yeah. I really like the Prestige, man. And then I'm telling you, I didn't see Insomnia in the movie theater. I remember watching that on a whim years
Yeah.
ago. I just couldn't find anything to watch, and I threw it on, and it gave me insomnia. I couldn't go to sleep because I was so into the movie. It was
It's on
good.
my list. I gotta watch that one.
Yeah,
I gotta watch. Have
for
you seen
sure.
you seen all of his other ones?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
seen
I've
everything?
seen almost
Okay, cool.
all of his movies. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
Insomnia.
not knowing that they were his movies, but as I was
Yeah,
going down the list, I was like, okay, seen that, seen that, seen that. So,
gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that one,
he's
and
he's
I
good at
think
what he does.
we didn't mention Dunkirk. Dunkirk's also a really good film.
Yeah,
Obviously, just didn't make my list or your list, but really
no,
solid film for sure.
yep. I remember that one running scene was one long shot. You remember when the kid
Yeah.
was running and things was
Yep.
blowing up behind him? Yo,
Yep.
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, another good movie.
Yeah, man. We gotta.
Has he
We
done
got.
a
to
bad movie? Has he done a bad movie?
I don't think
None,
so.
none I've seen. None I've seen.
I think what's funny is I think his worst movie that I've seen, right? Because I haven't seen
Hmm.
Insomnia. I think his worst movie is actually Dunkirk, and Dunkirk is a great film. You know what I
You
mean?
think so?
Like
Yeah.
that's how great his movies are.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
his worst film is a really really good film. So
Yeah.
you know,
He's
yeah,
talented
I
for
got to give it
sure.
to him.
And then
Got to give it to him.
putting his ensemble together, and then they're bringing his vision to life. Yo, yeah,
Yeah,
solid,
yeah,
solid director.
he's the best at that. So I can't wait to watch the Odyssey. I hope
I'm pretty
I
sure it's
hope
not
it
going to be a
lives up.
letdown for sure.
Don't say that. I want it to
Nah.
crack my top five. We'll see.
Yeah. No, I based off the cast and director and then the story, I think we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
That's what's
All right,
up,
I guess
man.
we're gonna hang it up after that, man. I guess we'll meet next week and we're gonna talk about the Odyssey and give us our first impression of the Odyssey. We got to do our best not to do any spoilers on that one, though, man.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about it the week of. We'll do our
Yeah,
best, but oh man,
it's gonna be
I'm
hard.
sure there's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be hard.
so much I want to talk about. Yeah. All right,
But all
man.
right, Jay, man, it was great seeing y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in on the Take Two podcast, and we'll see you all next week. We out.